quick second before I get to say. Let's see here. How's it going, Nakama? Brit is back with some One Piece 1165. As always, I'm joined by the man himself, Samurai Jew. What to do with your new camera view?
My God, everyone's got to realize that they use their fancy, $1,600 iPhone Pro instead of putting it in their pocket. If you use it as a camera with your Mac Pro. Hey, come on, right for One Piece, right for One Piece.
Right for One Piece, huh?
But how you doing, brother?
I am doing good. It's a beautiful morning with snow here in the best state in the Union, Michigan. Not sure if you got snow on your ground, but we sure do have some on ours.
Whoa,
so it's best time to have a coffee and read some One Piece.
We got a sprinkle, but not much.
We got a sprinkle, but not much. And we got some One Piece news, both for the anime and the live action. So we can talk about that after our sip and discuss part. What are your thoughts on that?
That sounds good. Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, the anime, like that, it's long time overdue, in my opinion, how they're going to be structuring the shows. But that's just me. But I think it's time for us to jump into a sip and react to 1165. I'm going to go ahead and open it on my end. Reverberations. Reverberations is the title of the chapter. We got another reader request. Beppo sleeping peacefully using Zeus as a pillow. So apparently, Beppo is using Zeus as a pillow, and Law is using Beppo as a pillow. So it is pillow inception, and they're both sleeping on. He's not a doctor, but he was like the big sheep that Nami was sleeping in when we first saw her on Zoe. So they're all sleeping on a sheep named.
Yeah, Oda's drawing. Okay, here's Law, here's Beppo, here's Zeus. Oh, now we got this. Now we're gonna go down to Sky Island. It's like I just like the escalation of events.
That's how it goes.
I forgot if you said this. Can you see the bird sleeping and falling out of the sky? I forgot if you saw that one.
Oh yeah, there's one sleeping over that is falling asleep. The sheep's name is Yomo. That is Yomo, the large male sheep.
Yeah. Man, always sleeping, huh? Must be a tiring job being that big.
Must be tiring being able to put everyone to sleep. Reverberations, I'm guessing this is going to be the ramifications of Roxy Zebek finally taking a dirt nap. Any thoughts, Samurai, before we jump in?
Uh-oh. Big one today.
Yep. So we've got 17 pages. For those who are new, we're going to just bounce back and forth. And we're going to go from there, okay? So I've got our lead off. With Reverberations page 2, I'm heading over in 3, 2, 1. Oh! It looks so good!
Dang.
And last chapter ended with Rox asking Roger and Garp to kill him, and now we are cutting back in literally at that moment. You have Rox completely Domi reversied, fanged up. Those are his natural markings, the scar markings, but that's just... It looks even more devilish. And you can see him using what we think can either be the voice of all things or Conqueror's Haki to communicate to those two.
Wait. No. We're both in agreement. It's the voice of all things. We're both in agreement here. Yeah. Wait, let's talk about that after. I wasn't saying that was Conqueror's Haki. I was always saying this was the voice of all things. I was saying how you unlock the voice of all things. Okay, go ahead.
I was saying it is definitely the voice of all things, but it could be also Conqueror's Haki. So I was keeping it open.
That.
I'm keeping it open to that idea.
Okay, all right. Well, I don't know why you're putting that asterisk there for me if they're us. Okay.
So you have Garp saying, "You hear that? You hear that too?" Roger's like, "Yeah." As here comes Rox just incoming with this boom zit, just kill me. And they both begin to, Roger starts Conqueror hacking up his sword. And here comes the sword. His words, his attitude, and his expression. And Roger looks like he's about to take a swing. I'm going on to page 3, and then I'll just go over it. And then they're all telling different stories. So you have Roger deflecting the attack, and here you have Garp, and he has a Conqueror's hockey fist, and just right to the face. Just, So, really great action scene right there, with Rox coming in, telling them telepathically through whatever means, kill me, clashes with Roger. Roger takes the hit, and then Garp is like, alright, I got this. Bah! Right in the nose. So, excellent action sequence. Samurai Drew, whenever you're ready, it's up to you.
Alright, more action. Not a lot of words, all action. But I'll describe it to my fullest. We see that Rox's foot is going back, and Garp isn't done with his punch just quite yet. He's still drilling in. And then we see Rox perform another swipe. He draws back his blade and unleashes another swipe that knocks them both up and away in a circular and outward motion, like a bomb exploding almost. But it's a very good swipe, and so it knocks them back. No blood, so it didn't like slice them, but it knocked them back, and we can see that it knocks them into some frickin' rubble. Okay, boom, boom, and you know. It's you know, right in the middle of God Valley. If those pillars were still on the left and right side, which is probably little tiny ones on the bottom. So then it's like, yeah, and you know, we can just see like the all-out attack, and then with the thing I predicted from last chapter, the skies parting.
The skies parting.
This is when Ultimate Hockey users are clashing, and we first saw this with Whitebeard and Shanks.
It's so crazy how things just come full circle. It was just absolutely intense. But I've got nothing else to add to that. Just the cloud started partying and the Navy has noticed it. So I'm going to jump on to page 6 and 7, unless you have any other thoughts in there.
No, all good.
That was epic. I'm going on in 3, 2. All right, so you have there. We're looking up at the sky now. We have half of the God Valley Mountain just leading up into the sky splitting, so it looks like they're right in that little crevice there. Why does the sky look like that? It's been split in half. We gotta evacuate before we're all dead. And these are the pirates now talking. So you have fire raising up from all of the trees and everything, so that looks insane. In the very middle now, we have Silver Axe. Let's steal the ship and get off this island. What? You mean Rox's ship? You really think he's coming back? Yeah, Shiki. This is the end of the Rox pirates. So all of them are fleeing, being able to say, okay, this is it. Hurry to the shore! So we have more pirates beginning to take off. At the shore, what did you say, Vice Admiral Garp? Once you've got every living resident and sailor on board, shove off and get out of here. So he's doing another one of like those leave me behind bits. What's happening on the island, Roger? Once Rayleigh and them get to you, wait off the coast. So, okay. Both Roger and Garp are telling everyone to get off the island. Just wait a little bit afar. Just get off the soil. Things are going down on this end. Any thoughts in these panels, Samurai, before I go on to the next page?
No, well, you know, I just like that Roger's box is more like jagged, and Garp's is more like, you know, pristine. So, yeah, kind of like a reflection on their characters.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, being able to tell the difference between the Marine and the pirate. So, alright, I'm shoving off for page 7. In 3, 2, 1. I will be back, as they said at the same time! Low-key, this looks like Luffy and Ace. Like, Garp and Roger look like Luffy and Ace in this. That's just me saying that. And they just give this, I'll be back. Rocks, Roger, I came here intending to arrest you both. And Garp just is like, taking this off. Whop! Throws off his jacket. Yeah, and my plan was to steal Shaki and the treasure and hightail it out of here. And Roger takes off his jacket. Whop! So they're both just like, I came here to defeat you. Whop! I came here to steal from you. Whop! Just this epic, like, stare down with Rox's demon devil in the middle. Instead, shall we team up for a minute? I have a number of issues with this, but I can't afford to let him run free. We have right. We have the connection of them, and this is probably why Roger was just like, I can ask Garp to save my baby, because we both murdered a demon together. I mean, if anything means that you're now friends, it's murdering a demon.
Right. Can I just say, first of all, chucking the straw hat to the side too. So we know that the straw hat doesn't give someone extra power or something. He's chucking that thing to the side, or maybe he does eventually, but that's interesting.
Yeah, because it's on the coat. Good call.
Mm-hmm. And I was thinking in the last chapter, it was interesting that they both had their jackets on. I was like, yo, you guys need to strip down. You guys got to get into it. But this is like Zoro's put on the bandana mode. This is Ash, putting the ball cap on sideways. This is Naruto stiffening up his headband. I mean, this is everything right here. This is the serious. They're about to get to it.
Yep, so now we know that the lads are officially ready to fight. Like, so this is it. And they articulated it. Why don't we get team up? So, like, there's so many different things that what we know about this instance. Like when Sengoku told the story about God Valley and said that Roger teamed up with Garp to save the Celestial Dragons and the slaves. This is completely wrong now, because they teamed up to take out Rox, which Rox was not going to kill the Celestial Dragons. He was going to kill everyone else. Right?
Hey.
So
but no one else knows that.
Yeah, so it's just this retcon of epic proportions. And I love it. I am so here for it. So, alright, Samurai Drew. It is your turn.
Okay, on to the action. On to page 8, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Rox! And Garp narrowly misses a stab and jumps over him while Roger dashes forward with what seems to be a attack. This is a long distance attack. He does like a 108-pound phoenix, basically. Boom, and wham, and it knocks Rox into the wall, which then prompts Garp to grab his foot, and he goes, "Hey, that look you've got, the curse." And should I go on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is there any way to break it? And he punches Rox into the wall. And here we go with Roger with the double over the hand swing. You're not supposed to do that with that weapon. Yes, you are. Okay. Boom. Just wake up. And so he just does a frustrated big slash to the ground. We got Rayleigh over here, the winner of God Valley.
The undisputed winner of God Valley.
Undisputed, for sure. Faster! Roger's gonna keep fighting until we've evacuated the island. The hockey's off the charts. And we see the guy with the treasure chest is making that observation, I think. And then we got Gloriosa over here. Gotta stop for me on the ship, I assume? Gloriosa! And yeah, we'll see if Gabon lets her on. I'm sure he will. He's a nice guy. He loves women, so.
Oh yeah.
Not as much as Sanji, but
No, I think they're actually on par. I think they're very much on par. Like, I definitely think Rox is a healthy equivalent to Sanji.
oh, you mean Gaban?
Sorry, Gaban. I think Gaban is a healthy equivalent to Sanji. Even when, like, even on the ladies, but even on, like, the rivalry with Rayleigh, when they're like, oh, this is the third strongest on Roger's crew, and he's like, second strongest. It's just like...
Right, he will not admit that Rayleigh's stronger. Even though Rayleigh might be top... I mean, could he be technically stronger than Mihawk, I wonder? You know? No,
I mean, it's just like the early Zoro and Luffy argument. It's like how strong is Zoro in comparison to Luffy?
Zoro could bench more than Luffy.
Yeah, he has the biggest chest on the crew. That's already been confirmed.
But Luffy could outfight Zoro, like, with intellect. You know, like, oh, I'm going to use this rock to throw it at him, or whatever. He's got more battle intellect.
Oh, yeah.
Rocks use it back.
I see what you did there. Okay, so everyone's evacuating. Glorious has found her ride. I've just realized this, but, Ganjui, the guy with the big armor on Roxas' crew, pretty sure he has, Mr. Five fruits, the bomb fruit. Pretty sure he has that.
Yeah, I know what? Yeah,
because he's flicking boogers. He's flicking little boogers.
Can't these guys learn how to use their hair or something? I don't know. They're like, right? Hakalugi.
Yeah, but when I was rereading this morning, I saw him doing this.
Oh, right.
And there was like a little booger thing right there. I'm like, he's got that fruit. Oh yeah. I don't think anyone's really caught on to that.
Well, knew who did was a YouTuber, and I can't think of if it was Grand Line or O'Hara, but one of them.
Oh, someone mentioned that in the video?
Yes, that's why I agreed with you right away. I was like, oh yes, I remember that.
Alright. So...
On to you, page 10.
Page 10, this is going by... Well, it's all fighting, so... It's just gonna go on like that. So we have Big Mom and Kaido. And here we have that epic retcon from when she said, I gave you the fish root. So now we're going to see the conversation that leads up to her assuming, like, listen up, Kaido. You owe me for the rest of your life. You're going to make good on that. Whoa, fat chance. It was finders keepers, Lin, and you lost. Just watch me. I'm going to create a new crew where violence rules all. You think you're hot stuff now? Keep dreaming of that day, of the day you'll beat me. It'll never come. Come, Lin. Let's get moving. Carry this treasure. I'll come and collect one day, and I'll be waiting to crush your spirits. So basically, the fight in Wano, where they had that clash for like a night or something, all on point. And then we come back to Rox knocking Roger and Garp back with a really big kablam. So as the fight is raging on, we have the Rox pirates beginning to separate. And oh my god! Oh my god! We've got his papa! We've got his papa! Pineapple Papa! Wow! People call that. What's up?
That was not on my bucket list there.
At all. At all, because in an episode, 2 chapters ago, there was someone with a pineapple head, and people were just like, "Is he here?" Like, crap. What is his name? One Piece Pineapple. It is Marco! Daddy Marco! We have Marco's data.
Hologram.
Oh my goodness. You're the one who knocked down that mountain, aren't you, Newgate? Who are you? Looks like your crew's falling apart. The name's Graham. Captain of the Polo Pirates, Polo Graham. I'm a big fan of yours. Say, you got no ship to go back to, huh? Team up with me instead. Get out of my hair. Hey, where did Newtgate go? Says Stussy. Buckingham, Miss Buckins. Excuse you. Look at the very bottom. It's Perona's fruit.
Yeah, and that guy looks like Oda's avatar or whatever during his one-shot mangas. That's really interesting.
And you have the big guy who has, I think, the bombing fruit. Don't ask me.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have a ghost that looks like Perona's right there. So, okay, we've got another seemingly fruit that is being used in the modern day. And then we cut to the last panel, which is, what are you doing, Dragon? Calm down. So it looks like Dragon is back on a Navy vessel. Again, the baby is in a box, so Dragon probably went ahead and went back to his crew. So we got Polo Graham. Oh my god, his name is Marco Polo.
All right. That is funny. Excuse me.
Wow. So, yeah. Polo Graham is the farm of Polo Marco, or Marco Polo. Oda, he just keeps doing it. He just keeps doing it.
You don't think it's Marco? Oh no, it would be it wouldn't be Marco Graham, right? It would be Polo Marco or Polo
yeah,
Marco.
Because it's last first, so it'd be Polo Marco, just like this is Polo Graham. So Polo Graham, Polo Marco, Marco Polo. So it's so wild. Okay, so and then that's the end of pages 10 and 11. So Newgate ducks out on Stussy. Stussy leaves with seemingly a booger dude and a guy who has ghost powers. Kaido and Big Bomb make their declaration that they're going to be the strongest that no one ever was, and then fight each other. Sorry, bang all night. However you want to live with that. So we're getting a lot of understandings and things ingrained for how we understand things. So this has been, I feel like we've gotten a full chapter already, and we're barely halfway through. So Samurai, it is your turn whenever you are ready.
On to page 12. Oh yeah, here we go. We got Dragon here getting all pissed off. No, what are you doing? You people doing? Did you know what we were aiding here? Dragon, put them on our ship right now. We have to rescue them. And if anyone argues against it, I'll execute him on the spot. This isn't going to end here, Dragon. It better not. Okay. So, now we got Rayleigh. Rayleigh, come on. Where are you going? Don't you dare follow us. Take the ship out into open water and wait. Oh, here we go. So now we got a zoom out of the island with a world government ship waiting. And we have Saturn. God, that guy just won't quit. And we have what seems to be Emu's words. That island will never have existed. Do you understood? And so we're assuming that maybe a big laser is going to come down if they're saying that. So that's in the West Blue. West Blue. And then are you ready to go on to page 13, or do you have anything to say on page 12?
No. Well, the people that Dragon is forcing them to take on the ship could be the first inhabitants of the Freedom Fighters, which would later become the Revolutionary Army. Just saying. There you go.
Well, I that one weird looking. Oh, I don't know. Okay, well maybe. All right, West Blue. Here is an Oda box. Now on to page 13. The God Valley Incident. S-level top secret classification. Records of clandestine operations and special hazard pay for Naval Base G11 and Cipher Pole number 6. Registry of participants in the human hunt expunged. Site of event God Valley. Island location area. Population details erased. Number of fatalities unknown. And then now we have Roger here. Huff huff. Garp, did you know about this enormous black monster the government has? And they call themselves the good guys. Wheeze wheeze. I can't believe it either. And so they continue their conversation. If you're gonna quit the Navy, come join us.
Oh, the invitation to join my crew. Garp. Oh, the what ifs. The what ifs.
Don't be an idiot. If I quit, who's gonna watch out for the rank and file?
So we know he did it for everyone else.
But we know Garp has a soft spot for his subordinates.
Yep. So we now know why Garp has maintained staying with such evildoers. Because he's looking out for...
Wait for it. Dairy.
Oh, Garp is... He is... it's just, again, we just getting so much more understanding. This is why Roger is like, watch my baby! Because we took on a demon together.
Mm-hmm. I hear ya. Well, hey, we got some pages this week, huh? We're still rolling.
Oh yeah, we're cooking. So we have. It does look like the final mountain did come down. The final part of the mountain did come down. In the background there. So we didn't get to see the final, the fight. It just looks like we're going into the aftermath of the battle. So no named attacks, which is a little upsetting, but we got more than we ever planned on. So I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, we've got 4 pages left. Let's get busy. I'm gonna jump into page 14 in 3, 2, 1. Huff huff. It all comes down to mass. What? Doesn't it, Garp? You have Roger standing up and Garp still laying down. Mass? What do you mean, mass? Wheeze wheeze. First of all, the color of armament is a power that doesn't yield to devil fruits. And on top of that, I was wreathed in color of Supreme King. There's no way it couldn't have hurt him. Huff huff, okay? Huff huff. Yeah, but he was guarding with Supreme King too, so they canceled out. Exactly my point. There's no damage unless we surpass that, okay? If it's all down to who wears out first, we'll lose. There's no way to keep up with a monster like that thing. Huff huff. So you want to hit him with a critical mass of Supreme King's Haki. Okay. Exactly. Don't even think about whatever stamina you'd need after that. In that case, you're saying we don't come back from this alive. Okay? So he wasn't defeated yet. They're just talking about how they can do it. Any thoughts before I go on to my final page?
I know. I mean, this is peak. This is absolutely peak right now. Critical mass is supreme. Are we gonna see this chapter? Let's go.
All right, let's go. If we can pull this off, all 3 of us will be down for the count. Huff huff. But if we miss, we're done for. Listen up, Rox. I don't know what to say to console you, says Garp, and this is Garp. I don't know what happened to you either, but there's one thing I do recognize. I recognize your sorrow. Garp is such a G! And we've got the first missing tooth for Rox, so who knows there. Don't cry, you idiot. And he goes, God of Fire. So that is the job, his... So we're getting named attacks. Infinitum?
Hold on.
Wow.
We're getting the ace call out here with the fire, the God of Fire.
Yeah, Inte.
Ente. Oh right. Hey, we know that from Final Fantasy, right? Or not Final Fantasy from.
It's Final Fantasy, but
Also,
Entei is Pokemon.
Yeah.
Ifrit is Final Fantasy, but this is the God of Fire is the attack that Ace used against Blackbeard in that final clash before he lost.
I thought it was Emperor's Fire, but yeah.
No, it could be.
In the dub it was Emperor's Fire.
So Entei. It was Entei no matter what. So, alright.
Yeah.
We've got our final 2 pages. And we've got Roger and Rox possibly giving their highest attack because it's unlimited conquerors that they're about to exude. So, alright, Samurai. Let's go.
Yo, and I get the last page. Ace! So Entei, Ace! And that's the name of his sword. So he's combining those 2 things, and he takes a giant. Look at that. There's chunks. So he strikes at one moment 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 times and slices them. Meanwhile, Garp goes for a similar Infinium explosion, and just like Luffy's Gatling, he goes in and damn, Garp is awesome. We got flames coming off of his hands. The world government attempted to cover up everything that happened here. And then we get... This is how Rox dies right here. We see him fading because most of his mass has been erased. But the downfall of Rox Zabek and his lawless band of followers, the Rox Pirates, who wreaked havoc on their era, cast unmistakable reverberations that shook the very world. So with this last concentrated hockey attack, we have the world shaking. And so we're done. What do we want to talk about? Yeah, do we want to pivot or what do we want to do?
Well, I know what we're ready. I'm ready to do. I'm ready to give a toast for a sip and discuss. A toast to kicking butt. Rest in peace, Rox. Like that was insane, and I think it should. I would definitely want to start with the fact that God of Fire Ace literally sets up Ace to be the owner of the Hito Flame fruit, no matter what. So it's one where there's seemingly a lot of fate for Ace, a lot of fate in there mixed in. So
right. I know, yeah, and then and hey, thanks to Ace's death, we launched the second pirate era. I mean, a bunch of stuff happened because of Ace's death, so it's not like it was wasted.
Yeah, so
but it's interesting.
It's super interesting. So there's a lot. Go ahead.
Because how cool would it have been if Luffy and Ace are the ones to do the last attack onto Emu like this panel right here, but we don't see it. I mean,
so I am.
By the way.
It looks like.
Are we gonna fit a full hour this week, or are we gonna cut a little early? What were you thinking?
We can probably cut a little early, so we'll review the chapter, talk about the news, and then if we have time, great. If not, it's 11:52 on our end. And I just took a look. The manga will return 2 weeks after that, so November 22nd. So it looks like we are off next week for the 16th and back for the 23rd.
Okay.
So we are on break next week, which is completely fine. As we start getting into the last of the season. So, what were the big things that stood out from chapters 1165 Reverberations?
That critical mass. I'm looking at Roger, and just the tip of his sword looks like it's covered. Like, not the whole blade even. Like, just half the tip of the sword is covered in that. It seems, maybe just because that's how he's swinging it. But it would just be interesting if that was a feature of, like,
concentrating your haki, because Luffy's already done that with the haki, where he like concentrates it so you don't actually hit the person, but you hit like whatever a few feet in front of it. This is like different though, where you're combining that haki idea with the Conqueror's idea. So you're combining like pinpoint accuracy rather than your whole body doing the Conqueror's. Yeah, it's just like a hot knife through butter, basically. And then the punches are like the same, probably. They're hot too.
Yeah, and that's where that critical mass, because they're just, as this is like the most Conqueror's haki that they can imbue into an attack. Don't worry about what happens on the back end. Just give it all plus ultra right now. So, but again, the fact that Ace is the tail end of the attack, so we know that it was kind of foredestined or predestined for him not only to have the fire fruit, but to just be this rebel without a cause, if you will. So do we think that Rox is done with this?
Yes, because I think we got the very reverse. Yeah, so it really does seem like that, because we got to go back to Loki once he hears that Rox is dead, and how King Harold gets Domi reversed, because now he's pissed. I mean, I'm sure Emu has it out for King Harold after this incident. He's like, those damn giants. Rox was talking about that. I'm gonna go deal with them. So we'll see. Is it possible that Loki was able to defeat everybody at that age? Or no, it was a few years after that, wasn't it? It was like, yeah, when did King Harold die? Was it during this flashback, or is it a few years? It was only like 5 years ago, right?
It was 14 years ago in common time, so it wasn't at this time. So Loki was a quote-unquote teenager when Harold died, because he walked into the throne room, and they were like, "Oh no, Prince Loki's here." Oh, it's like, "Oh yes, he's here." It is confirmed that Ganjui, the big guy with the armor, he does have the Bamu no Mi. I'm looking at the One Piece fandom page, and it does have him for Devil Fruit Bamu. So that is one where him flicking the booger and blowing up what would seem to be Captain John was that Devil Fruit. So you got that one, and then who owns? And then let's see if people have the name for who owns the Devil Fruit before Corona. No, Horo no Mi.
Horo.
Yeah, because that dude looks way too much like Gil Bastar. They list Gil Bastar as having the fruit. Okay. Mm-hmm. His corpse was taken by Gaku Moria, and he became a corpse zombie. Okay. So Gil Bastar is in fact the former owner of the Hollow fruit. That is pretty cool.
And the Hollows have like a different little look because of who has them, you know. Mm-hmm. So there's like personality driven. You love it. You gotta love it. Yeah.
So it just shows that like the Devil Fruit has a little bit of the owner's personality in it as well. So that's all. That's really, I like that. That's pretty cool. Let's see here. Other things. Dragon saved a bunch of people as well. Could these people be like the foundation for the freedom fighters, and then eventually the Revolutionary Army? Who knows? That is a big possibility. There is a young lady. There's a young girl there who could definitely be Bello Betty. So there's that understanding that we could have. Also,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, that guy in that same panel kind of also looks like the guy from Thriller Bark, the old injured man that was mistaken for a zombie by both Luffy and Usopp in both the different situations.
There you go. So he is the
He looks
seriously
like
injured
that
old
guy,
man.
and we know that there's a lot of correlations between this and Thriller Bark, so that's interesting. I wonder if that guy saw all this happen.
That's a huge possibility. How old is Marco? One Piece. Marco's 45 years old, so he would have been 7 at this point in the God Valley incident. So, old Paul Graham has a 7-year-old baby Marco, and then I'm guessing that's how Marco meets Whitebeard, and then Paul Graham passed away. So now it's official that Marco is what? He took on Ace's, he took on Roger's kid, so we have 1. He took on Polo's kid, so you have 2. He took on Rox's kid, so you have 3 sons that he's taken on from prior people.
Good man. Damn good man.
Damn good man. So yeah,
He's the father. Whitebeard's the father.
We already knew that he was taking care of, like, Ace told him that he's Roger's kid. We knew the whole Teach thing. So now him taking care of Polo's kid is like, he is the adopted dad of everyone. So that's pretty crazy.
And what else I love? He didn't take a single thing of treasure out of there.
Didn't take it, and he's the one who, like, is after the money. You have, it looks like Stussy is leaving, left with Ganjui, and then whoever is the guy that I mentioned. What was his name? Bastard, yes. Mr. Bastard. Because Boro fruit. No, not Boro. The hollow fruit. Horo fruit. That's what it was.
Horror.
So it was Gil Bastard. Yeah. So Gil Bastard. We see their double fruit and all of that. So I'm not really thinking any type of polls right now.
Yeah.
Looks like
we don't got anyone chatting yet. So.
Yeah. So, but again, everyone splits. We got the Splitting the Sky. We've been streaming for about let's see here, 40 minutes. So we can go ahead and start winding down.
Want to talk about that live? What do you want to talk about? I forgot now.
Oh, we got live action news, and we've got big One Piece anime news. So for those who do not know, the One Piece anime is in its final stages for Egghead. The Celestial Dragons, the Elder Stars have just shown up in their monster Pokemon forms. So they are wreaking havoc. I think Emmett is just waking up, so he's on his way to be like, Luffy, Joy Boy. And Luffy's like, who's this guy? So Egghead is wrapping up. It's really just like action sequences and the big live stream. I think he's already said that the Earth is sinking, the planet's sinking, so everyone has that update. At the end of Egghead, for everyone's time as a One Piece fan, the Toei has put out episodes literally every week and just run their team into the ground, which has led to scenes being expanded out, reused. Like, we all remember Dressrosa and how crazy it got with the filling of the filler. They're no longer going to do that. At most, One Piece will be putting out roughly 26 episodes a year. They're going to split between 2 cores, so roughly 13 episodes at a time.
Which they basically did this year, but instead of doing it how they're saying, they're like, we're going to take a big break.
And they started in like
now
April.
They're like, okay. But I think what happened also is they literally took a break and they didn't work. They weren't like working on the anime the whole time. They were just they took a break. They literally took a break. And so I think what we want to see this time is a break, but maybe work a little longer on the episode and then have it come out. That way we can keep on seeing all these crazy, awesome animations.
And that's the big thing.
And there's a lot
it
of
didn't
giant
seem
stuff is going to be happening. A lot of giant stuff is going to be happening, so we want everybody looking good.
Yeah.
Maybe they should do 3D models for all the giants so they all look different.
And who knows, that might be the thing. Like, they're just giving themselves a time to really be able to properly scale Elbath. Because there's going to be a lot as far as scaling goes when you go into a land of giants. So, yeah, it gives the manga more time to get ahead, and it gives the anime more time to have, like, quality episodes. So, I'm very excited for this. It hopefully completely nukes the last of the just continuous episodes every day until we burn it out. I know that almost crashed the Black Clover fandom because they just took an awkward break to end the season when they could have ended it months earlier. So that's the big news is I think it's April next year is we'll start going into cores. 26 a year, so I'm fine with that. I know the reactors that'll probably hit their bottom line, but sorry y'all.
That's
just
fine.
trying to jump into the manga.
Okay. All right, let's go to the last thing and get out of here, right? And I got it right here.
You got it?
Live piece.
Live piece.
And the One Piece live action season 3 not only has been announced, but Portus D. Ace, the actor, has been announced in Solo Maradinois, something like that, and looks pretty close. But more strikingly is Inaki and Solo together.
That's the big thing.
They look like brothers. More importantly than necessarily Solo looks like Ace. More importantly, they actually look super brotherly, so it's definitely gonna be like, oh, they're not? That's gonna be a good twist.
Yeah. So, again, to Samurai Drew's point, season 3 is already set. I think live action hits in March, I want to say. Season 2 comes out in March of the live action, so we'll be covering that bit by bit as we go through, kind of how we did last time. And with that, we've got Ace. Big brother, and not only does he look like Portus D. Ace, in my opinion, he looks like he could be Inaki's brother in real life. So, to Samurai's point, it just all works. It all works.
It's snowing!
Is it snowing for you finally?
Yeah, well, I saw it in the morning the other morning, but now it's like actually snowing.
Yeah, we've got at least an inch down here where I'm at, so.
Dang, Wayne's got an inch. We're still going though, but now you're on the podcast, but no one's watching anyway.
Hey girl, hey.
Should I call her out in front of all of our fans? You weren't subscribed! I went onto your YouTube thing and I noticed that you weren't subscribed to our channel.
Get her! Boo!
Boo!
Oh man. But now everyone got to see the future misses. So. Alright. Any final thoughts? Hey girl. Any final thoughts, Samurai, before we go on our 2-week break?
No, just excited, man. Just excited to see some new characters. We got a lot of stuff to look forward to the next chapter, getting out of this backstory. So we'll see what happens.
Yep, I think next chapter, we're getting out of it all. Harold finds out what happened to Rox. That might be enough for him to pull out his horns. The horn pulling is coming out at some point. This is not a Rox backflash. This is a Harold backflash. Like, that's the thing we have to keep reminding ourselves. Because it's been about Rox for the better part of 3 months now. This makes me feel like how we did with Odin about 4 years ago. When we had the Odin backflash. For those who don't know, that's what caused us to even start this whole podcast. It was really the Rox and Roger fighting Laugh Tale, and we're like, let's do it! Let's do it!
Right.
So,
that's true.
Full circle for the Runaway Warlords. But all right, Samurai Drew, I think that is all for us. Thank you all for stopping by. This has been a lot of fun. We are going on break, as we mentioned, so we won't see you until November 23rd, but that's still going to be good times for all. I am the DarkBriton of the Runaway Warlord. Thank you all so much for joining us, and always remember, Nakama, that anime is adulting. Stay reckless, Warlords. Peace.
Peace.